right, so a lot of people have been asking me, what is my favorite memory from the Film Factory? So for the people that don't know, I owned a film studio for 3 years. It was in Jersey City on the west side, right by the Miss America Diner. Shout out to the Miss America, my guys George and John over there. Love you guys, miss you guys. But I owned that studio. We basically built it from the ground up. It was a 3,500 square foot factory that we converted into a content studio. But then we also, 3 months into it, decided, hey, let's get another studio that was right around the corner from it because it was the same landlord. So we built then the Film Factory Loft. So a lot of people have been asking me, what are my favorite memories from this time period? And I have 3 that I could think of. Number 3 is being the first day that we finished building the psych wall with my cousin Sean. Shout out to Sean, SRS Construction. He builds like skate parks for a living. So he came through, he helped us build the psych wall. It was so cool. But the first day that we finished it, A Boogie had hit up my partner at the time, and we had A Boogie pull up to the studio. He was doing like some kind of photo shoot or video shoot, but it was literally the day that it finished. So that was just a really cool overall experience. And I remember also him asking me, he's like, yo man, I need a pair of scissors because my barber missed like one little spot up here and he was like pulling his hair. So I grabbed scissors that I actually had in my house for probably over 20 years from the dollar store. I grabbed them from the little bucket, gave it to him, and he gave himself a little haircut in the bathroom. That was pretty cool. Number 2 would have to have been my old band ToyMachine, my band at the time. We had played in front of a record label, Lava Records. It was a really like surreal experience. We had all of our fans there. It was a battle of the bands type of style that we hosted at the factory. I had brought all the equipment out. It was really insane because we also didn't have air conditioning at the time. And I think it was like June. It was the hottest day of the summer. No joke. It was like 101 degrees out that day. No AC and bands playing from like 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. People were sweating like it was, you never seen this before. People had to go outside to really catch some air because this was an old factory. So it was pretty insane, but that has to be number 2. And number 1, I remember getting a phone call one day from my partner. He goes, hey, Juelz Santana's manager wants to talk to you. He's trying to figure out what we're going to do for this video shoot. They really want to rent the space, but they need a few questions answered. So bam, I get on the phone with Juelz Santana's manager and I'm talking to him, and next thing you know, Juelz pulls the phone over and he starts talking to me. He's like, yo, can we bring this? Can we do this? Can we do that? I'm like, yes, 100%. Let's do it. He's like, all right, cool. I'll even give you guys a shout out, this, that, the other. So that night he comes through and he actually brings A Boogie with him. So it's him, A Boogie, Jim Jones. It was crazy. So that night, Juelz actually leaves his key fob for his garage. He leaves it at the factory. Can't find it. So like fast forward probably like a month or 2, I'm cleaning the factory. I get really like deep into one of the corners where we kept all the equipment. And next thing you know, I'm sweeping and there's the key fob right there. And perfect timing, the day before that, no joke, the day before that happened, his manager had sent me his number, his personal number. I forget why. I think they were renting the space out again. So he sends me the personal number and I have it now. I find the key fob. So I text him a picture of it and he's like, oh my God, like, yo, I've been looking for that for like 2 months. Pull up to my house right now. He sends me his address. I think it was like over in Englewood Cliffs or something like that. And I'm driving over to Englewood Cliffs right away. I said, all right, let me go over there. I pull up to this huge mansion in Englewood Cliffs and there's like a gate, like one of those really big gates to this mansion. And I call him. I'm like, yo, Juelz, I'm outside. I just need to open the gate. He's like, just hit the key fob. It's like the one all the way to the right. Just hit that. So I hit it and the gate opens like this. Next thing you know, he goes, all right, cool. Just pull next to the Escalade. You could park over there. So I parked by the Escalade. I knock on the door and he literally from downstairs, he goes, yo, come in. So I just open the door, go down to the basement. He was making a few beats at the time. He was working on like the album that I think, I'm not even sure if he's released it yet or not, but we had pretty much like a 45-minute to an hour conversation. He at the time actually was interested in possibly investing into the studio space, but we never really worked that out. It was definitely like an interesting dynamic, but it's a story that I can tell forever and ever. It's got to be probably my number one memory from the factory, just on the sole fact that I used to be like in my hallway right here in my house and just like playing basketball to Run It by Chris Brown and Juelz Santana, and just all these different records like that I grew up listening to with my brother. And, you know, it was just really surreal. And I remember a lot of people like reaching out to me after that and just kind of giving me like more respect for some reason, even though these people are they're very normal. They're very just like easy to talk to, but it definitely does kind of give you this upper hand in some way when you're with a celebrity. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but those are my 3 favorite memories from the Film Factory. If anybody has any questions about pretty much like my journey from when I started the band and when I opened up these spots and had my different businesses and where I'm at right now and where I'm trying to head to, just ask me any questions. I really love kind of like conversing with people in the comment section and then answering questions here. So if you have any questions, let me know, hit me up, DM me, follow me on Instagram, whatever the case is. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be dropping some new videos, some day in the life videos, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.